well, this doesn't fit. And when you're writing a novel or a screenplay or a stage play, you're creating a whole new world with new characters, new people. Their whole lives are intertwined in this story you're creating. I find it so amazing when I look at some of the stuff I've written that these characters did not exist until I created them and gave them a voice, gave them action, gave them motivation, maybe even a little bit of a backstory. They did not exist until I brought them onto the page. And it's remarkable. When you think about that, you created lives. It is quite something. And I'm glad I've been able to do that in some form. And I'm glad that someone like Drema has done that. Wish her success with Victorine. I'm hoping it'll do well. And of course, she answered why art matters a little early, but she even embellished that it makes life bearable. Like I said before, as we get older, we lose that childlike curiosity and imagination and just get sucked into this strange adult world of trying to make a living, paying bills, trying to survive, doing this thing, maybe going to a job you don't like. And we lose that sense. It gets buried. Sometimes it gets lost forever. And that's a damn shame. And your life is unbearable. So go out and create something fun, like a paint party, or just write something, draw something, maybe try auditioning for a play, go to an open mic, give it a try. You've got something in there. I believe in you guys. Come on. You're listening to me, so that means you're curious about the arts. And also she mentioned that art takes small moments and elevates them. That's very true. And even if you look at a painting, you may see things that, like, wow, they did a little more detail in a shoe than I ever expected. Or obviously you can see the grand scale of some paintings, that there's this landscape. But man, you get a little closer. My mind is just thinking about the scene in Ferris Bueller when they go to the art museum and Cameron is staring at that one painting, and it gets closer to the painting and close up on Cameron. And as the closer you get to the painting, you see the dots, and then the fiber is really, really close. I mean, I don't know what the point of that whole scene was, but it was memorable. And it gives you an idea of just how much a painting can affect someone, or any piece of art. I also like, one other thing she said was that art helps to point out the everyday miracles. Sounds kind of heavy, but like I even just said, these characters didn't exist until you put them on the page. That's a miracle. You've actually, in a sense, created life on a page. On a page. Just with your fingers going on a keyboard or holding a pen and writing on a blank piece of paper. Like I might have mentioned previously, I had written a comic book called Squadron 6. And it was based on 6 characters that I just had when I was a kid, but then I looked at it again a few years ago and something stuck that these 6 characters could be unique. It was all dudes, and then I just added 2 women to round out the group, and then these ideas came to me that these were 6 people who were kind of down on their luck. They had good souls, and then they got blessed with these superpowers and had to stick together. And man, it just flowed out of me like a dam breaking. I almost could not stop writing. Like, what is going on here? I filled up 2 notebooks with just, I think, the origin story and the next story to follow. It's like, okay. You never know how it's going to hit you. But when it does, answer the call. You won't be disappointed. It may take some rough drafts and whatever it is, but stick with it. Because believe me, it'll just add so much more color to your life. Just like Drema did on this podcast. And speaking of podcasts, This was not mentioned in the episode. She just wrote back to me to tell me that her and her husband are going to launch a podcast very soon. What's it going to be about? Obviously, writing. And the title is going to be called Writing All the Things. So be on the lookout for that. And send her support. So make sure you check out the links. They're available at theartistreallymatters.com. If you want, pre-order the book. That'll be great. It'll be a nice present for you in March of next year, which is really close. But I am very grateful and thankful for Drema being on the show and telling her story. Grateful for all my other previous guests for sharing their stories and inspiring me and hopefully inspiring you, which I'm also grateful for the people who have taken the time to listen to these episodes. I am so thankful for you. Please share this. Subscribe to the show. Once again, available on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, YouTube, and many more. And hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving. I'm going to try. It'd just be nice to be off for a few days. Get those creative juices flowing, and maybe I'll do some extra writing. I do have some episodes I have to edit and get ready for the week after. But I can do it, and you can do it. So I will see you all next time on The Artist Matters. Once again, happy Thanksgiving. And of course, no matter where you go, let your creativity flow.